from a high-speed chase that left one officer hanging on for dear life.
83-10-4.
To a murder suspect shooting at police during a high-speed chase. And even the insane moment when a police officer's pit maneuver went incredibly wrong. Here are the craziest police chases that didn't go as planned. A high-speed chase involving a murder suspect on a Los Angeles highway ended in a deadly shootout. The pursuit began when the suspect, along with a female driver, attempted to evade police. Speeds soared as officers pursued the vehicle across various roads, creating significant danger to other drivers. The suspect reportedly fired at police during the chase, intensifying the situation.
Right there. Shots fired, shots fired.
The male suspect was already wanted for a prior shooting at a convenience store. Drivers were caught in the crossfire, but none of them was seriously hurt. The pursuit ended when the suspects became trapped in the back of a truck. In the final moments, law enforcement engaged, leading to both suspects being fatally shot.
Officers are shooting at that vehicle right now. Wow, suspect is hit, suspect is down, suspect is...
Charges for the incident, if the suspects had survived, would have likely included attempted murder of officers, reckless endangerment, and various traffic violations. This intense situation shows the risks involved in police pursuits for officers, suspects, and the public. Authorities aim to balance stopping dangerous criminals while minimizing harm to others during such high-stakes chases.
You're not going to let go. He has to be stopped. He's in immediate danger.
The high-speed chase involving Arkansas State Trooper James Booth began as a routine traffic stop for a speeding Honda Accord. The driver initially appeared to comply, pulling over to the curb. However, as Trooper Booth stepped out of his vehicle, the Honda's driver abruptly sped away, triggering a pursuit. The situation escalated quickly, with the driver weaving recklessly through traffic to evade capture, reaching dangerous speeds that put other motorists at significant risk. Trooper Booth, determined to stop the fleeing vehicle, pursued with lights flashing and sirens blaring. As the chase intensified, Trooper Booth attempted a pit maneuver, a tactic designed to force a fleeing car to spin and come to a stop. However, this attempt led to an unexpected turn of events. Instead of disabling the suspect's vehicle, Trooper Booth's patrol car lost control and tumbled off the roadway. The scene was crazy. Despite the crash, Trooper Booth avoided serious injury, a testament to the safety features of modern patrol vehicles and his training. The suspect continued fleeing, but was eventually apprehended by other officers. Charges against the driver are expected to include reckless driving, evading arrest, and endangering public safety. The United States Marshals Service is the oldest law enforcement agency in America. It was created a long time ago during George Washington's presidency. The Marshals have an important job. They track down and arrest people who break federal laws and try to escape justice. On February 22, 2018, the Marshals were searching for a man named Robert Collins. Robert was 31 years old and was last seen heading toward Springfield, Illinois. He was wanted because he had a federal arrest warrant. This warrant accused him of making and selling illegal drugs, which is a very serious crime. Robert was known as a major drug dealer, and the marshals were determined to catch him and stop his activities. Later that day, around 5:30 p.m., 2 U.S. Marshals noticed an SUV that they thought Robert might be hiding in. To investigate, they decided to stop the car, pretending it was for a speeding violation. When one of the marshals walked up to the vehicle to check, it looked like there was only one person inside, the driver.
Question.
That's fine. Is there anyone in the back or anything? No. Okay. Did you have anyone here at one point?
Earlier today, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Who was that?
It was my friend. I'm going to say I had my sister with me.
Hey, have you had anything to drink today?
The woman explained that she had just celebrated her 21st birthday. When the officer asked why her car smelled like alcohol, she said she had some in a flask, and it spilled in the passenger seat. Even if she wasn't drunk, it's still illegal to have an open alcohol container while driving. This gave the officer enough cause to pull her from the vehicle and search it properly. If he had, he would have found Robert hiding in the back seat. The fugitive, however, wouldn't give him the opportunity.
Pull it up on my phone.
Hey, do you mind, can you show me back in the hatch? Just make sure you don't have anywhere open alcohol in there. Is that okay? Can you just open this hatch for me and stuff? I just want to make sure you have no open alcohol in there, okay?
I just got to come off real quick.
He's taking off! Get your hands up. Get your hands up! Hands up!
Stop! Get him, please get him.
Sprinkle. Stop!
Please get him.
Sprinkle 93. Something just took off. You tried to drag one of the marshals with him. Do I have permission to pursue?
93, 10 for your location.
Hold that.
The officer caught up, only to find his fellow marshal holding on for dear life.
83, 10 for.
After a lengthy pursuit, police finally caught up with Robert's vehicle. He bailed on the side of the road and fled on foot toward a golf course, where police eventually arrested him. Now, on top of his existing drug charges, Robert was facing aggravated fleeing, resisting arrest, and attempted murder. According to reports, he dragged one of the marshals for over half a mile before the man was finally able to let go. Thankfully, the marshal walked away with only minor injuries. As for the woman, it's unclear whether she knew Robert or was being forced to smuggle him out of Illinois against her will. A high-stakes police chase in Powder Springs, Georgia, unfolded after officers identified a suspect wanted for a triple shooting in Forest Park. Victor Bayman, accused of multiple shootings and carjackings, fled from law enforcement in a vehicle spotted by traffic cameras. The pursuit became increasingly dangerous, with Bayman driving erratically and on the wrong side of the road. The chase ended when Bayman crashed into a tree on Richard D. Saylors Parkway, causing the vehicle to catch fire. Officers quickly pulled him from the wreckage, and he was hospitalized due to injuries.
Clear, 9-9 o'clock. 12, it's going to be just short of pneumatic on the one car. Exposed Richard DeSales. Go ahead and start fire, recommend solo fire. If you low level 1, walk the traffic. Go ahead and start fire.
Bayman faced multiple charges, including murder, armed robbery, and aggravated assault. In a crazy turn of events, a high-speed police chase in Southern California prompted the LAPD to call off the pursuit due to dangerous conditions. The suspect, a reckless driver, initially evaded the officers' efforts to capture him. As the chase went on, authorities decided that continuing the pursuit would endanger both officers and civilians, and thus they redirected their focus to aerial surveillance using a helicopter. Authorities decided that continuing the pursuit would endanger both officers and civilians, and thus they redirected their focus to aerial surveillance using a helicopter.
Other people's vehicles. Now that one officer right there from the California Highway Patrol, we were listening to his voice earlier on, now wrong way on Balboa. And this is one of those areas where people just, they speed up. They're trying to get to where they need to be. Right now it looks like he's trying to blame. What? Oh, jeez. And this is what you got to be thinking about. Yeah. These drivers yeah, and you're just driving to work, you're just trying to get around some traffic, and now you're dealing with that. That trash truck would have been bad. And getting back over, he was safe right there for just a few moments. Right now, that vehicle really starting to pick up some speed again. You just don't want to see anybody get hurt or any kind of accidents. Making his way past all of that traffic, or at least a lot of that slowdown. Now, I believe we're getting on to San Fernando Boulevard. It looks like he passed the actual Balboa. Wide open right now, but this takes us back onto Roxford. So keeping an eye on it. I know the the California Highway Patrol, they want to get a helicopter in position. They've been talking about California Highway Patrol ships and also LAPD. Right now, though, this vehicle making its way pretty much farther down the roadway. I got to work with my pilot, Olivier. Olivier, we got to move to the south, buddy. We got to go south with the freeway. We got to go south on the freeway. And Olivier.
And Stu,
sorry, go ahead.
No.
Oh, sorry. Just a clarifying question. You said that this individual, the only want from them by the Highway Patrol is for speed, correct? This is not a stolen vehicle?
We haven't heard anything about it being a stolen vehicle. 1 second. Yes, southbound, southbound. Southbound all the way down to Roxford in the 5. Just go south.
Coming up on another traffic
Sorry
jam
about
there.
that. And the only thing we heard was it was speed related, and the sheriff's department originally picking that up. We did hear them make a conversation. They did. That's what they do. They have to weigh the infraction to the public safety, and we did hear them asking, was there anything else with this vehicle besides speed? Meaning, as you were asking, was it stolen? Was it involved in a crime or anything like that? It came back, I heard them say earlier on negative. Now that could have changed. Our assignment desk might have different information on that. Sure. But right now he's getting himself back onto the 5 freeway. You can see those speeds much faster than whatever else is going on down there. And again, this driver right now, the only person he's running from technically would be us, because we're the only ones watching right now. But you can see that vehicle still driving extremely recklessly down there, coming up on other vehicles. We saw him cut off that one car just moments ago. At least he's using his blinkers. Don't know what that's worth right now. But at any rate, just a reckless driver this morning right now, making his way on the 5 freeway over by the 405. Looks like we are taking the 405 freeway southbound. Again, just these crazy weaving moves, cutting off other cars, being very dangerous this morning. And again, California Highway Patrol, they have fallen so far behind.
Yeah.
And
you don't even see them.
That's not a slight. That's not a slight. They just have to be safe.
Yeah.
Sure.
Hopefully some of these pockets of slowdowns will help the cops catch up to him.
And so now it looks like...
But,
Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, I believe that they have basically just given it up. They've walked away from it. As I understand it, we don't even have a helicopter except for Skyfox over this right now. So if they're watching, they may choose to re-engage if they have an officer in the area. But right now, this vehicle just driving very recklessly. We're making our way over to Rinaldi, southbound 405 freeway. And again, the California Highway Patrol, when they break off like that, it is because of safety. And they're keeping the public safe. So they have to do what they have to do. And right now, this driver, really, it just kind of shows you there's...
Despite the suspect's efforts to escape, the officers tracked him from above. And eventually, the driver stopped his car and casually walked away through a nearby neighborhood. Police swiftly apprehended him without further incident.
Here to a police pursuit that was called off there, but now we're watching as the suspect there was able to park his car and now walking just casually on this block there on his phone. Let's listen right now to the coverage from Fox 11 Los Angeles as they're back on this right now here on Live Now from Fox.
It's kind of leisurely on a morning walk.
You know, that I love the fact that that frustration seeps through. A lot of folks feel that same way. You know, you watch these guys, and you know, I'm gonna go out on a limb and call this gentleman a knucklehead because of all that crazy driving. I mean, like you said, he put so many people at risk this morning, going the wrong way. You know, I mean, can you just imagine just driving on the roadway and then have this car barreling down right at you?
Of course.
We did see at least one Jeep like swerve out of the way. So he definitely is affecting a lot of folks this morning. And for what? I mean, maybe there are some other circumstances. Maybe he does have some warrants, but to put so many people's lives in danger and then, of course, injury to others and property is just the problem. He's just kind of walking along. We've made our way over to Handoon Avenue and Paxton. I'm saying that out loud just in case there are some law enforcement in the area. And we're keeping an eye on this guy right now. But I don't think this is where he lives. I think he basically just parked that vehicle and got out, and I'm sure he's on the phone trying to maybe pick up an Uber or maybe a friend and see where he can go from here. But right now, making our way out onto Paxton, that's that major street right there, and the irony continues as no law enforcement here right now just to apprehend that suspect.
Where is everybody?
Where
is everybody?
Where is everybody?
And give us, so this is the Pacoima community, is that correct, Stu?
Yes, we're definitely in the Pacoima area.
There we go.
LAPD. Oh, I'm sorry, California Highway Patrol.
There you go.
And it's that Polar Bear. That's the all-white vehicle we saw earlier on. We're going to move the Skyfox. I don't think this guy's going to give them any kind of trouble. He just doesn't look like that type. So we're going to keep an eye on him right there, and we're going to move Skyfox a little to the north, Olivier, so we can see him, take him into custody. But right now, this definitely coming to an end. California Highway Patrol pulling that last card and getting this guy into cuffs.
All right, well, that's good to see that come to a conclusion, and he's down on the ground. It looks like he is going without a fight. So that's good to see.
Going without a fight, for sure. Yeah. Good to see.
All right. The suspect faces several serious charges, including evading police, vehicle theft, and reckless driving, as his actions posed significant risks to public safety. The use of a helicopter to monitor the situation showed a more calculated approach to reducing harm, showing how sometimes the best way to catch a suspect is by staying one step ahead. On June 27, 2023, at around 2:30 p.m., Arkansas State Police received a report about a speeding silver Lincoln MKZ hybrid traveling on the shoulder of I-530. The vehicle was going at high speeds, prompting Whitehall Police Chief Greg Shapiro to attempt a pursuit. Sergeant Jeff Preston also joined the chase, spotting the car speeding at around 100 miles per hour. As the driver, later identified as Casey Register, continued to weave through traffic, the officers activated their sirens and lights, but Register kept speeding.
About 110. Oh, I can't remember how I started with. 13 calls up.
10-4 speeds at 104. Approaching 42 south.
back up.
At one point, Register reached speeds exceeding 120 miles per hour and showed reckless driving by swerving between lanes and using the shoulder to avoid officers. As the pursuit continued, Trooper Terrell Pratt joined the chase. Register's disregard for other vehicles on the road made the situation even more dangerous.
Browns are.
As the officers approached Ramp 43, Sergeant Preston used a tactical vehicle intervention maneuver, causing Register's car to spin out and crash into a guardrail. However, the high speed of the crash caused Register's car to ricochet back into the roadway, hitting Sergeant Preston's vehicle. Despite the collision, Register's car eventually came to a stop in the middle of the road.
Yeah, just north of 73, slow down, but bring it up, please.
Register was taken into custody without further incident. Sergeant Preston's vehicle was severely damaged and stalled in the traffic lane.
Hands! Let me see fucking hands! Get out the car! Hands! 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 Get on the ground! Get on the ground!
Got the cover?
Yeah, cover.
Hello. Car clear.
Hey, what's wrong with you, man? Could have killed somebody yourself. Get up.
Hey, y'all, I'm good.
Sure.
Y'all had it?
Yeah. 13, 5, 10, 15. Go ahead and spend a 10, 11 for.
Upon searching Register's car, officers found a small bottle with what appeared to be THC oil and a vapor pipe. Register was treated for minor scratches at the scene by emergency services, then taken to a hospital for evaluation. After being cleared, he was arrested and booked into the Dub Brassel Detention Center on multiple charges. All right, guys, we've come to the end of this video, and if you enjoyed it, do well to click on the like and subscribe buttons. Don't forget to check other videos on our playlist. We've got some amazing contents for you. See you in our next video.